Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope everybody had a good day. I had an okay day. Okay day. I feel like I'm getting better bit by bit. So thank you everyone who has wished me well and everyone for tuning in. I've noticed I have a few new subscribers, new people commenting. I'm really excited to get to know you guys and let's talk about General Hospital. Um, so this Tuesday, February 25th, and we started off with Kai and Trina. My note says, "Oh, look at Kai using art words." So it's really, I don't know if this is funny or sad, but I did watch. I didn't watch on Hulu because I wanted to be able to do this a little bit earlier. So I watched it on YouTube, and I wanted to. I fast forwarded through it on mute to just kind of see that it didn't start over. If you guys ever watch that, a lot of channels will only do like 10 minutes of the show and then put it on a loop. And I've fallen for that more than once, so I wanted to avoid that. So I was telling my daughter, and I was like, "Oh, it's Kai and Trina. Now I see Brad and Lucas." And as I would see the different characters without listening to the dialogue, I was like, "I bet this is gonna happen. I bet this is gonna happen. I bet this is gonna happen." And we pretty much predicted the whole show. It was like, so I don't know if that's good or bad, but here we are. So I figured that would be the dynamic between Trina and Kai. He would say something about art and downplay his skill at it, and she would reassure him that he was more talented than he thought. And I mean, you guys watched it, you saw that's what happened. Um, they're cute though, I guess. I wish I could be more excited about them. I really think my disposition will change, hopefully, once I get rid of this tooth infection and there's not like pain all the time that you kind of have to block out. But I'm a woman, so good news is I'm used to it. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't want to be too negative. I'm sorry. No, don't hate me. I'll get better. I'll try. I'll do my best. Um, but the talk was, semi interesting. Uh, I have a knack for sarcasm, so my note says that Kai's artwork was very subtle. It was not that subtle. Like, and not even that the outline of the person would be black. It was funny. I found more humor in that scene than anything else. And I don't know if it was supposed to be funny, but it was cute at the same time. I was entertained. So that says something. We went to Brad and Lucas. I said, "Oh, Brad and Lucas, how long before Brad fucks this up?" We saw how long it was. It's coming. When Alexis told Drew about Sam, I thought he was gonna say who? Who was that? Because he didn't care. Drew, the real Drew, Billy Miller. Drew loved Sam. Drew would have always loved Sam. This person, this Cameron Matheson version of Drew, he is using Sam's death to help him manipulate Willow. And I don't want to. I say he's manipulating Willow because he is manipulating Willow, but I don't want it to make it seem like Willow isn't just as responsible. Like Maxie said, and see, now I'm starting talking, and then when I get to my notes, I'll be like, "Oh, I already said that." But like Maxie told Nina later, all three of them share blame in this nasty ass situation they found themselves. But he's manipulating her. I just hope when it comes out, I don't want it to be. I don't want Willow will, I'm sure, feel hurt like Nina wronged her and Drew wronged her, but I want her to understand the part that she played in it. Which old Willow, I think she would have been able to be accountable. This Willow, I really don't know. We'll see. Um, with Drew and Alexis talking about telling Scout, I think they should tell Scout. I think we are in the year 2025, and that I don't know. I'm sure that girl has a tablet, probably has a phone. Either way, she has peers. The news is going to get out, and it would be better for her to hear it from her dad, even if he's a bad dad. It would be better for her to hear it from the people that love her than to find out from like some big-headed kids at school or something. So I think that they should tell her, and I would like to see that scene. I would like to see her process it. I would like, in a perfect world, if Drew wasn't this version of Drew, like it just not be a conversation that he's having on his own. If this was good Drew, then I would love an intimate scene with just Drew and Scout, and him holding his daughter, telling her. But with this version of Drew, I would rather have her brothers there with her. Like Drew can be there. I'm not. It doesn't really matter if Jason's there, but I would like Danny to be there. I would like Rocco to be there because the. Oh, sorry if you heard that beep. My oven's preheating because when I finish with this, I gotta make dinner for my kids. Um, all right, now I lost my train of thought. Yeah, I want them to tell Scout, and I want her brothers to be involved. Rocco, cool, but especially Danny. I want more scenes between Danny and Scout. I feel bad for Carly. Fake Brennan is pissing me off so much. That's a quote. I hate everything about it. I mean, it makes sense that Brennan would be this nefarious guy, considering he was going to kidnap Carly. He had the zip ties on him. I get that that's where we were at, but we should have abandoned that Brennan. He was too charming. They had too good of a chemistry to waste on a villainous arc for him. It's such a waste. It really bothers me if you can't tell. Seeing Felicia at the hospital, I rolled my eyes because I like Felicia. No, I don't. I don't really like Felicia. I appreciate Felicia as a long-standing character. And I like them showing scenes at the hospital. So I rolled my eyes when I saw Felicia because I was like, ugh, I'm tired of seeing Felicia walking around the hospital. But that's what I asked for. I asked for more scenes of people who work at the hospital being at the hospital because the show is General Hospital. So I think that might be something that I need to work on within myself and understanding that if I get what I want, I should be happy instead of like picking it apart. Let's see. I didn't understand when Josh was talking to the DA lady. Why would she tell her? Why would she give her any information? And then later in the episode, she's telling her basically to mind her own business. Just very contradictory writing. Don't like it. Yo, Portia having that wedding picture of her and Trina on her desk will never get old to me. Every time I see her in her office with that picture there, I'm like, girl, that was not the happy day that you making it out to be. If I was Curtis and Portia, whoa. If I was Curtis, that traumatized me to even say those words. Okay, we'll back up. If I had any advice to offer Curtis and Portia, it would be to renew their vows. Get new outfits. Maybe it could be an intimate ceremony. They could have everybody there. But I would start over. But now, they should have a vow renewal ceremony so that they can have all the truth out there. And then Trina, somehow Trina should find out what Portia did about Heather and then break up that too. Which I just thought of that off the top of my head. I actually don't really like that because I wouldn't want it to be Trina. I'd want it to come out in a different way. But you know how Curtis feel about secrets. I feel like Trina would understand. Actually no, because Trina's pretty judgmental. So they might both judge her. I don't know. Maybe it's a great idea. We'll see. I'm all over the place. I'm so sorry. Let's see. Oh, okay. Doing pretty good here. And I don't know if I said this before. I know sometimes I'm going to repeat myself because generally I feel the same way about things. So if you're someone who watch every day and you think I always say the same thing, I'm sorry. It's just because I'm consistent in my opinions. And because of that, I don't remember what I say from one day to the next. So I apologize. But I really wish that Cyrus's death would have been a whodunit. That's what I know we all thought that that's what they were leading up to. And even though we predicted it, it would have been nice to see that happen. I would have liked whatever way they shot it, but we know it's very clear that Cyrus is dead. And they could have still had it be Joss if they wanted to and just showed us like maybe in 2 weeks, like a flashback. In the meantime, then we can go and show through where everybody was, like where Jason was at the time, where Christina was at the time, where Alexis was at the time, because everybody was a suspect. So I think that they wasted a lot of story there that would have been cool. And when I was watching my daughter earlier, I was thinking, and I haven't fleshed this out all the way, so forgive me, but the way that they could have done it, and it still might be a possibility for all I know, But Brennan was already there when Joss killed Cyrus, and Brennan was right there. He was like, "Yeah, I was outside when he got here." I never understood why. Like, why was you just sitting out there? And if you was just sitting out there and you saw Cyrus walking in with an axe, knowing Joss was in there, why you didn't come in and try to help her? But I'm thinking, what if Brennan or his assistant lady had somehow poisoned Cyrus? Maybe with the same heart attack stuff that he gave everybody else, Digitalis. And so that maybe when they were checking his pulse, maybe Cyrus was only like kind of dead and just he didn't have a pulse, but they kind of, so proper way where they can bring him back. And I don't know. I don't know if I want Cyrus to be alive. I just speculating, thinking of different things. But I feel like if in like 3 months from now, Joss has a mystery stalker, Cyrus lived. And that's why Brennan was outside. Fake Brennan. I don't want to call him real Brennan. That's insulting to the real Jack Brennan. I miss him very, very much. The real Jack Brennan would never do Carly or her daughter like this. It was good to see Miss Wu, but as I predicted, as soon as I saw her, that I wasn't going to be pleased with how it played out. I wasn't. But I guess I am, because that means we're going to, now that she has this evidence over Portia, we should get to see her more. And I am mildly interested to see how that plays out. I wanted something different from Portia that wasn't her interfering in Trina's life. So we'll see. I gotta shout out to my daughter, because when we were watching the show on mute, when I was just fast forwarding through it to try to, play to see if we could guess what would happen and make sure that the whole show was there, when I told her about Brad and Miss Wu being in the scene, she said that she would bet it had something to do with Cody, and that Brad had brokered that bet. And I had forgot all about that. So, yay to my baby. Let's see what else. It was weird to hear Maxie talking about the safe with Drew. I wrote that I was like, that's going to come back around. I didn't think it would be that quick in the same episode. But we saw where that went with Nina, Maxie giving Nina the code. I wonder what she's going to find. I don't know. I know that I haven't been able to pay as much attention to the show when I watch it as I normally would. One, dental infection, pretty much in constant pain. But also, watching it, when I watch it on Hulu with the ads, they take you out of it. But then also watch it on YouTube, the angles of the video and how they're here. If you watched it, then you know it's kind of disorienting to watch. So I'm always afraid that I missed something. So I don't know if they've planted those seeds already or not. But if we could get Drew arrested from some corporate espionage or something and get him back in prison, I would love that very much. Drew and Nina are gross, smiling in each other's faces. It's nasty. How bad is it that Drew makes Nina look better? But he makes her look very rational. He's just so slimy. Like, I want to shower when I see him in scenes. When I watched the old episode of General Hospital yesterday and saw Shiloh, the way that he makes my skin crawl, Drew is so close to being right there. And I know that he hasn't done the things that Shiloh did. I know that. But he's still just so gross. And I guess, yay to Cameron Matheson for doing a great job. This is different for him. He always plays the same vanilla, boring, nicely abbed good guy. I guess this gives him a chance to stretch, and he's doing fine at it, because I really do dislike him. But I didn't like him as Ryan Lavery. Well, I won't say I didn't like him as Ryan Lavery. I didn't like Ryan Lavery because he felt like kind of like, I don't know why I did that. Like a fake good guy. But Ryan wasn't a fake good guy. He was a good guy. But he didn't deserve Kendall or Greenlee. That's All My Children stuff. If you're wondering who the hell is Ryan Lavery, that's the All My Children reference. I'm sorry. I'm just talking and I forget that I can't assume that everybody who's watching this watched All My Children years ago and remembers the characters. But probably so, because that's how us soap fans are. We are loyal, if not anything. Let's see. Oh, Drew remembered that he had Oscar? I was like, oh shit. I was shocked that he remembered that boy. I did not think that Drew was going to tell the truth about Jason's alibi, but I think he will, because I think he'll do it with Willow right there. He can show Willow that he can put his feelings about Jason to the side and do the right thing because he's a good man. So I don't think that'll be that. I was confused at all this murder shit because I thought I may have missed something, but I didn't think they found Cyrus's body. So I was like, no body, no crime. We know that. So I don't understand how they're arresting people. Why they even assuming murder? Like, it was there blood there? You didn't find anything but some of Jason's DNA. So Jason's DNA in an empty apartment, an empty house, means Cyrus is dead? I don't understand how we getting from one point to the other. I feel like they're jumping to conclusions. I feel like the safer assumption would be that Cyrus left, that Cyrus is in hiding, that Cyrus ran away. Cyrus was trying to set up Jason. Something, but I wouldn't just jump to the conclusion he's dead because he ain't there. But I may have missed a nugget that would have made that make sense. If so, I'm sorry. You can comment below and let me know. Oh, but Drew, remember he had Oscar. Oscar wanted Drew and Jason to make peace. They was building tree houses together and shit. So was that Jason and Drew? I think it was. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. My memory is blurring. Jason, Drew, and Franco, and with like the different actor coming in, it's kind of mixed up in my head. So I could be wrong, but I thought that's what happened. Drew telling Nina she was jealous is gross, but I do think Nina is jealous, but not the way Drew thinks. Even though they kind of have a we hate each other flirty dynamic, I don't think Nina wants Drew. Nina just wants Willow. I think the way that Nina is jealous is that she is jealous of the influence that Drew has over Willow, but not like 4 to 5 minutes under the desk type of stuff. Oh, what scene was this? When my note says Nina stuttering was laugh out loud funny. I think she was talking to Maxie when Maxie was calling her out on her BS. And say what you want about Nina, but Cynthia, she knows how to play the character, at least like recently. So I like the stutter of her having a hard time being accountable for her role in this. It reminded me of, I don't remember what it was, but Nina understood that she had to apologize to Carly, and so they were at the hospital, and she was like, "Carly, I have something to say to you." She said, "I'm sorry." Like, she was choking on it, and it was such a choice, you could tell from Cynthia. So I appreciate that. Anytime the show can make me laugh, laughter is the best medicine. So I always appreciate that. It's nice to see Alexis and Lucas in a scene that doesn't talk about Julian. I often miss Julian, which is wild. I don't know if I actually miss him. I just think about the story that could come from his return. So I think, who's the baby? Oh, Danny. Danny's not a baby anymore, but, I wouldn't mind seeing Danny get sick and seeing this new actor to flex his skills and have Julian have to come back to save his life. See, I already said this. I knew this was going to happen. I went off script. The DA going in there talking to Jason, asking him questions, thinking he was going to say anything, was stupid. And then Anna couldn't help but brag. She's like, "Oh, well, he was talking to me." Okay, Anna, we all know how you feel about Jason, the man who used to be with your daughter. I already said that. Why was Brad just walking around with Heather's the test results or whatever proof he had? Why didn't he just have that in his pocket? Again, I probably missed something that would have made that sense, but it confused me. I do wish that he would give Portia a heads up and be like, "Hey, my aunt found out," or somehow, like, instead of, I would love for him to lie, not say that he just gave it up to her, but at least give her a heads up. But I don't think that he will. I think he's going to enjoy his time in Miami with Lucas. We'll see what happens. I think Nina was very astute when she said that Drew was wanted to get Willow pregnant to compete with Jason. She's reading him. Good job. That's exact. I do feel he's obviously in competition with Jason for everything. Um, so then I made up. I think all soap fans will make up our own fan fiction as we watch a show of what we would do different, what could be better. So when Nina said that, I started, thinking to my own dismay. And so I think just off the top of my head, the story that I would do there if Willow got pregnant, I know it's morbid, guys, but I would have Willow lose that baby and then lose her mind, maybe get an Emmy in the process, but then do that. And as a result, when she finds out that Sasha's baby is Michael's baby, kidnap that baby. Heather ain't around, so somebody got to take the baby. Willow take the baby, and then I could see Sasha at Michael's bedside. Maybe this is time enough for them to have had the babies, so maybe a year from now, Chad will be able to come back to Michael. So anyway, Sasha is at Michael's bedside crying about their baby because Willow took him, and then Michael wakes up and he's all healed. Well, he's not in a coma, so I guess it wouldn't be wake up, but you guys know where I'm going. I want Michael back with Sasha and their love child, because it was a love child. I know you say it was just sex, but they've always loved each other. They never stopped loving each other. It's just a different kind of love. But I think Michael stopped loving Sasha in that way because he thought that she betrayed him. You don't feel like that. But I don't think Sasha ever stopped loving. Oh, no, that's not true, because she loved Brando. I don't know. Don't pay me no mind, guys. My Tylenol, my Tylenol is wearing off, so I'm hurting a little bit. Let's see. I think that's it. Oh, except for Joss. Do you think Dex would want her to protect and serve? Like, what good did that do him? The way it might go is, now that we know that there was no body, unless I missed something, and no, there wasn't, because fake Brennan cleared that up later. So maybe Joss, this is her path. Maybe she's gonna actually be in the WSB, but I think she might do it to honor Dex's memory, but I don't know what it. Maybe seeing the scene to see how it plays out might make me like it, because I like Enid as an actress, and I'm happy to see her get to do something different. But I don't like fake Brennan. I don't like the way he's manipulating Carly and lying to her. I wish that there would have been a better way that they could have told the story, and I'm sure there was, Frank. All you had to do was let me know this is where you wanted to go, and I would have made a better path for you. But nobody called me. Look, I'm going to give you my number. I'm kidding. I was about to say a fake number, and I was like, knowing my luck, my fake number would be somebody's real number, then I'd be sued. Not that my channel is big enough for any of that to actually happen. I'm just absurd and ridiculous. All right, 23 minutes in. I said I was going to be quick, and I'm still like almost as much time as the show. So sorry for my voice. Yeah, I think that's about it. I'm sorry if I messed up anything. Thank you in advance to everybody who takes the time out of your evening, your day, to actually watch this and like or comment and engage. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. I hope I'm not letting you guys down. I just hope that I get better as I go. Once I get rid of this dental thing, I think I can definitely present better, and also maybe have more time to be a little more creative. I would like to, I don't want to take anybody's style, but maybe upload pictures, or maybe do some video, something else that you can look at besides me. I know, this is a bit boring. So I don't know. I'm gonna stop talking. I never know what to do at the end of these. I think that I don't want to say goodbye because I enjoy this so much. But hopefully, I don't know. Live long and prosper.